Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Kane Brewing Company. These guys are in New Jersey. This is their Overhead, which is an Imperial IPA. This was sent to me by my brother Rico, and the note he sent says 8.2% double IPA loaded with Amarillo, Columbus, Centennial, and Simcoe hops. All very tasty hops, guys. He said he bought it last week at the brewery. It was around $15 for a 4-pack. The date's on the bottom lip edge of the can, and it was canned on 4/18/19. And today is May the 1st, so it is pretty damn fresh. Couple of weeks, maybe, approximately. This beer ingredients, according to Beer Advocate, malt is Pilsner, light crystal, carapils, and wheat. Kettle was Columbus and Simcoe hops. Whirlpool was Amarillo, Centennial, and Simcoe. And dry hops were Columbus and Simcoe. And the yeast is American yeast. And on the IBUs, it says that's 100 plus. Wow, that's a lot of IBUs. That's a whole lot of IBUs. Let's jump over to Untapped and see what they have to say. Yep, they say 100 IBUs also. Their commercial description is rather long, so bear with me here. Overhead is an American-style Imperial IPA. The beer is loaded with our favorite hops. Amarillo, Columbus, Centennial, Simcoe is bitter with a gigantic charge of Columbus and Simcoe early in the kettle that is followed by several rounds of late kettle and Whirlpool hops using Amarillo, Centennial, and Simcoe. In the end, Overhead is brewed with over 5 pounds of hops per barrel, which includes 2 rounds of dry hopping to create a cascade of pine resin and citrus hop flavors that consume your palate. Although we brew Overhead with the same imported Pilsner and light crystal malt as Head High and ferment it with our house ale strain to produce a dry, crisp finish. This blend of different hops creates an entirely new experience all its own. So, I don't know what to expect here, or whether it's going to be a New England style, real cloudy, hazy, orange juice looking, or a West Coast style, or an East Coast style, or doggy style, out of style. I don't know what to expect here, guys. But it's a big 16-ounce can, and this particular one looks like it's printed up. So they had these bad boys printed up. So they spent a dime or two getting it actually printed up instead of doing a plain Jane stick-on wraparound label on a plain silver can. But it's their dime, and they probably pass it on to us and charge more for the beer. So, with that being said, that is all we need to talk about. We got the ABV, the IBUs, and we got the can on date. So let's get it opened up and get it into the glass and see what we got, guys. See what it's going to end up being. Surprise, surprise. All right, kind of clear coming out. Not super hazy like a New England style typically is, but it does have a slight haze coming out. But that could all change on the back end pour. I did try to roll this around a little bit, try to mix it up, so I don't know what to expect on the back end pour. Guys, it is semi-cloudy in the big bold part here. I can see a little bit of light through the thin part down here. Until we get to back end pour, I'm going to reserve saying what I think the style is. Nice finger of head on that pour, maybe a little more. Good looking beer, nice amber color. Definitely looks like an unfiltered beer to me so far, guys. So, to the nose we go. Big hits of citrusy pine, oranges, grapefruit, Smells really, really pleasant. Nice and citrusy and a lot of pine in there and grapefruit. Smells pretty good. Maybe a hint of some tropical fruit notes. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Well, I would never guess it's 100 IBUs. It is kind of subdued for that big of an IBU beer. It's there, but I would expect it to be a little more bitter than what I am tasting. In the taste, I'm getting more pine. Citrusy pine is what I'm getting on the taste. Not so much tropical fruit notes. Slight hint of maybe some oranges or tangerines in there, but the pine and the grapefruit is standing out more so. So as far as the appearance right now and the taste, I would not consider this a New England style, but that could change as soon as we do this. Not so much. Not so much. So we didn't get a whole lot of selling, but you know, it's only a couple of weeks old, so I was hoping it wouldn't have a whole lot of selling being that fresh. But it definitely looks like an unfiltered beer, guys. But it's not to the New England style as far as the appearance, as far as the aroma, and as far as the taste. So, but still fairly pleasant. So we shall see. We're going to sip on this one. It's right out of the fridge, and we'll come back and see where it ends up. Good tasty beer so far. So let's sip on it and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it a while. Very nice slicing and sipped on the glass. A very tasty beer, guys. I don't think it's world class or outstanding in my opinion, but it's a very tasty beer. A nice unfiltered beer. The IBUs don't seem to be 100, more in the 70 to 80 range instead of 100. It doesn't have that super bitter taste that a lot of them have when they have the IBUs that big. Dates on the bottom, ABVs on the can. The IBUs are available, so you got all three bits of information that you need. A nice piney, citrusy taste to the beer. Definitely not a New England style in my opinion, but still very tasty. I would probably buy this beer if I could get it here. It's in the ABV range that I like. It's not super expensive, being $15 for a 4-pack of it. You can average that out, and you know, it's not very expensive. I mean, for each can, you're paying like $3.50. $3.75, something like that for each 16-ounce can. Not bad. You're going to pay more than that for a Budweiser at a bar. So, decent beer. It is a very tasty beer. So, final chug on this one. Guys, I'm on the fence. It's borderline between the top of the A- scale and being a straight down the center A. And I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt since the date's on the can and the ABV is on the can. So I'm going to say 95, straight down the middle of the A category. If it didn't have one or the other, it wouldn't get that grade from me. But I did find it very tasty, and like I said many times before, the biggest recommendation that I could give you on a beer is I would buy it if I could get it. And I would probably buy this one. I do like the taste of the beer, and I do like the unfiltered version of it, but like I said, not quite to the New England style in the appearance or the aroma or the taste. So still a pleasant beer to drink. Alcohol is super well hidden for an 8.2%, so a very pleasurable beer to drink in my humble opinion. So 95 for me, guys. A beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.31 in their outstanding range, which would be an A beer also. And over to Untappd for final check-in, they have it at 4.04, which would be in their A- scale. So I could have went either way on this and give it an A minus or an A, but I think it's just barely into the A category with an ABV and the date on it. So that's where I'm going to put it. If you've had this beer, this is Kane Brewing's Overhead Double or Imperial IPA. Let me know what you think. This is the 2019 edition. I don't know if they've done it before, but this is the canned version of 2019. A couple of weeks old. Pretty fresh, pretty tasty. So, if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.